Hi everybody, welcome to part 2 of our puppet workshop. And what we're going to do now is we want to make a stage onto which we can perform with our puppets. And so what you're going to need is some sort of cardboard box. Now this one is a box with a lid, so it comes in two parts, but you could use pretty much any cardboard box. It wants to be a reasonable size. Something like this is an ideal. A little bit bigger would work. If you make it too small, you might not get your hand in there. So just think about, have I got room to be able to get my hand in there and to perform with my puppets? So the first thing you want to do, and you may need to get an adult to help you with this because it does involve some cutting, is to cut a rectangle out of the front of your box. So if you imagine, this is the top of the box, this is the bottom of the box. So in the front face of the box, cut out a rectangle. So leave a little bit of a gap round there, just to give you it will keep it stronger, but it will also give you a little bit of space to decorate and to make it look pretty a little bit later on. Now this particular box has a lid, and the next thing we want to do is to cut a hole in, either in this case the lid, but what would be the bottom of our box. So what we want to be able to do is be able to put our hand in here and to be able to perform with our puppets. And so if you've got a box like this, it will be a separate lid. Most boxes, it will be either the top or the bottom of the box that you're going to be cutting into. But again, cut a rectangle like that. That'll give you a little bit of room. If you need to put any props or any other things on these lips as you're performing, you've got room to do that. But you've also got room to put your hand through and to perform. And so they're the two bits of cutting out you need to do. Hole in the bottom, hole in the front, so that it looks something like that. When you've done that, it'd be really good to get something, either some wrapping paper, or some crepe paper, or paint, or whatever you want to do, and to cover this to make it look quite nice. You may want to put a nice surround around it and make it look even prettier. You might want to put curtains inside to make it look like a proper theatre. But whatever you want to do to make this look like the best theatre you can, do that. And also you might want to think about a backdrop to go on the back here. So when you're performing, there'll be some scenery in the background. So maybe on a piece of A4 paper or whatever, draw out a nice picture, glue it onto the back there, and that will give you a nice backdrop on in front of which to perform. Something that I wondered about doing was sticking in some battery-powered Christmas lights, so they could go inside the box, light up the inside of the box, and give you some nice little pretty lights in there to make it look even better. So that's something else you might want to consider doing. These ones unfortunately are red, so they're not the best colour, but I'm sure if you look around in your Christmas stuff, you'll find some nice bright white lights that you could put in there. I've been a bit lazy, and these are the ones I've got. Okay, so have a go at that. Build the best stage, the best puppet theatre that you can make. Think about it in terms of how big your hands are, how big your puppets are. Try it out, see how well it works with your puppets in there, and then a little bit later on I'll tell you about the last part. See you later.